Hey, welcome in. Different setting. I know things are different. Nobody likes change. Neither do I in this case. I'm at a Moslin. This is Clippers Talk, and I'm doing it from work because I've gotten too many complaints by being too loud in my apartment building. I blame you guys and some of the bad trade requests and other things. So I am doing a test here to see if this is going to work at work. Testing 1, 2, 3. I think it will. I don't see why it wouldn't. 3 dozen is in here first, of course. What else is new? What up, 3 dozen? Appreciate you. So I have the capabilities to do this here at AM 570 LA Sports, the iHeart Radio building in Burbank. I guess I have to take advantage of that. And this is going to be one of those shows where I will allow some silly trade talk. And by silly, I mean bat-esque crazy trades. Does DoorDash deliver? Yeah, I got to get it at the loading dock out back, but they will. And the sound quality should be better. I mean, I have these $5,000 microphones here, so there are some advantages. People want to talk about the Laker fan from yesterday calling in. We can get into that, whatever you want. I'm calling it an open forum. Did it not change the name? What is the name saying for this? Yeah, it's right. Clippers Talk Open Forum plus Wizards Preview, as we'll talk about what's going on tomorrow. Clippers in D.C., nation's capital, taking on the Washington Wizards. Looking to bounce back. Here we go. Here we go. Here come the crazy trade talk. Here it comes. Wow, people are coming in here now. Okay. Joss, what's up? Will Clippers After Dark still continue if you have to stream from work? I think it will. I'll just have to go to work. Okay, I'm trying to create a soundproof setup at home so I don't disturb the neighbors. That's the problem right now. It's brick. Sound travels too well. My living room doesn't have a ton in it to help muffle the sound. So I'm buying a little setup for my desk where it kind of goes over the top. And then I'm going to throw one of those sound dampening blankets that you see in a studio or a makeshift studio in somebody's garage as they're doing some garage band-like recordings. JMI 1324 says, what's up, Adam? What's up, JMI? Clippers Talk After Dark will continue. It could be in the new venue now. We can still make it work for you guys. I am committed. One every day, no matter where I have to do these at, apparently. Clips need to get Zion and Embiid. No knees, no problem. Okay, see, I already made the mistake of saying that I'll take any trade requests. This is an open forum here. But I'm about to take that back right now. If you guys are going to be this wild with it. How does the microphone sound to you guys? It's not peaking or it's not hitting the red. What do we got here? Todd Tate, good evening and afternoon from Houston, Texas. Hi, Todd. What's up? MKX LNT said PVC and moving blankets, baby. Yeah, those moving blankets that you throw over the top of some nice furniture as you're stacking it and trying to play Tetris. Moving as hell. So is someone being really loud in your apartment building at 1:30 in the morning talking about the Clippers, apparently. My bad. Deca Fantastic was just kidding. Mike's good. All right. MKXLNT is in here. Once you follow the path, there is no turning back. Which path is this? I still feel like I'm forgetting something because I'm in this new setting and something's going to get screwed up here. But the microphone should at least sound good. We'll see how far I can take this. I mean, it's the same place we do the shows from, so it shouldn't be a problem. Pre-game tomorrow starting at 3, Clippers in D.C. Good audio, says Joss. Todd said, mic sounds nice. Okay, okay. Poetic Tube, your voice on the mic is sexy. You know, Ralph Lawler once said that about me, but I think he was making a joke because do you guys want to hear this audio? I played it before. I used it. If you watch the Ralph Lawler documentary, it is on my YouTube here, not in the live section, but the video section. Let me see if I can find this sound and play it for you, because I do have some advantages here. I do. I think Brian Sieman clowns me in this sound as well. So there may be some things I can do that I couldn't do at home here in the Burbank studios. You guys want to hear this? Let's see if this works. I'm not hearing it. Did you guys hear it? Did you hear anything there? Why didn't that go through? I feel like that should have worked. What is the issue? Did you guys hear anything there? Let me know. See, there are some things I need to troubleshoot here. But if I'm playing this from the computer, why would it not go through? Still trying it. Still trying it. Wait a second. Okay, maybe I need to play it in Adobe. I could try that here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to troubleshoot this while doing a show here, guys, but I think it's going to work out in your favor. Trust me. I'm going to go to the download section. I want to see. Maybe I have to play it in Adobe Audition as I'm taking you guys behind the scenes a little bit here. Let's see if this works. So I was really sick and lost my voice completely. I think I had laryngitis, but I was trying to push through it. It was my first season, second season, doing this job. And Ralph Lawler was still your voice of the Clippers, so I was working with him a lot. Whenever a game, of course, got bumped to radio, it would be him and Brian Sieman switching off quarter to quarter. So they were double teaming the radio mix when they were off the TV side. If it was a nationally televised game, if it was on TNT, if it was on ESPN, then it would be Ralph Lawler and Brian Sieman doing the radio call. Special stuff, but obviously very intimidating when you're first working with Ralph Lawler, somebody that I've been watching for a long time. Luckily, Ralph, a pro, a gentleman, and a friend now, made it easy on me. But right as they're taking on the Golden State Warriors in the first round in 2019, I got super sick, lost my voice, and it was probably a problem for, 2 weeks or something like that. And so I'm doing the pregame show, and I am so concerned that I'm just going to wreck the whole thing because my voice sounds awful, worse than usual. And here's how Ralph made me feel a little bit better, and Brian Sieman clowns me here too, if this is going to work.
Them for something this daunting because they've been through so much already and they've already overcome the odds.
All I can think of really is you should call your girlfriend right now because you sound positively sexy.
Ralph, he has to have a girlfriend to do that. Oh, see, the best is he can't respond
Not
because
today,
he's got to
Brian.
save his voice.
You hear how Brian Sieman did me there? I hope you guys could hear that. Let me know if you could. I think I had it punched up right. I just need something in Adobe Audition now. We'll get to your topics here in just a second. Let me know if you guys could hear that and hear just how bad I sounded at the beginning there. Listen to my voice. Oh my God. I mean, the guy from Cannibal Corpse that gargled glass or whatever, like, he didn't sound that bad. How did that happen? Luckily, it's never happened since, but I usually, sometimes when I get sick, get a cold or something like that, it is a struggle for me. And yeah, I end up having to go hard tea and honey. Oh, you guys were able to hear. You guys, I'm so glad you were able to hear that. How could Brian Sieman do me like that? Let's play it one more time.
Clippers season kind of prepared them for something this daunting because they've been through so much already and they've already overcome the odds.
All I can think of really is you should call your girlfriend right now because you sound positively sexy.
Alfie has to have a girlfriend to do that. Oh, see, the best.
Not today, Brian. Not today, Satan. How could Brian do me like that in front of Ralph Lawler, no less? I'm just getting clowned here. +1 for the Cannibal Corpse reference. Sounded like Jamie Foxx doing an impression of Doc Rivers. And this is game 1 of the first round series against Golden State. Like, why did it have to happen then? And I was so, I was in Burbank at the time. They're up at Oracle Arena. It's game 1. Obviously, the Warriors have home court advantage. But I was so concerned that I was going to end up getting Ralph Lawler sick, whatever I had going on, if it was contagious or not. I was afraid it was going to jump to him. And in his final broadcast with the Clippers, he wouldn't have had his voice. Luckily, that didn't happen. Ralph, still the best. You guys want to talk about that Laker fan that I cooked last night? Shall we review the tape? It is an open forum. Let's start with this, though. Somebody's asking about this, although that was brought up early on here. It feels fair to go to it right away and to, I guess, check in on the last show and just see here as I log in. Like, this is one of those situations that I haven't dealt with a lot doing this job, where Lakers fans call in that often. Once in a while, it does happen. And they're looking to dunk on the Clippers after a loss, of course, as you would expect. It's just, it hasn't happened yet this year. And for it to happen in the manner and fashion it did last night, where the Clippers just lost to their rival, and I could play it from the computer, or I could play it from the soundboard. Do you guys need to see the video of me responding to this guy, or do you just want to hear the sound? Let me know in here. Open forum. I hope the sound is good enough. After all, this was on Clippers Talk, the radio show post-game portion last night. I'm just going to play the sound for you. This is easier. I like the capabilities we're dealing with. Listen to this guy. Listen to this guy. He thinks he's funny. Not too bad, I hope. He's trying to set me up. He knows where he's going with this. He knows exactly where he's going with this. Not too bad, I hope. Please. Oh. No! Is this not the most stereotypical, unoriginal Laker fan diss? Could it get any more unoriginal than this? Oh, you guys can't hear it? You can't hear the audio of the Laker fan? So that's interesting. I'm finding something else out about this board. Hold on. I'll bring it up. I got it for you. I just got to bring it up in Adobe, apparently. I thought I could play something on the YouTube side and it would work. Oh, no issue. No issue. No, trust me. You want to hear this, guys. This is one of those times where you're going to want to hear from a Laker fan, because I think I did a decent enough job reversing his little troll job here to where it actually worked against him last night. I'm not going to take much credit. It was far too easy. So the board doesn't even think about the Lakers. Jonathan Ing says, I couldn't get back that 5 minutes from Tyler, the Laker fan, last night. Alex Webb, Lakers fans are more insecure since the Clippers got their new arena. It got worse. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear this. You should be able to now. I'm going to needle in a haystack my way through the Adobe Audition. If you want to see what I'm looking at, it looks like this. There's the WAV file, you know. I'm sure some of you dealt with this or Final Cut Pro stuff or whatever. It was near the end of the show. I got it. Okay, I got it. I got it. Can you guys hear? Let me know. Could you hear that? This will be even better. I'm telling you. Now I can isolate the particular sounds of what somebody said. I can chop it up. I can do some real creative editing here with these Laker fans. Were you guys able to hear that? Let me know in the chat. I need to know. You know what's interesting? Wait a second. You guys are able to hear me right now? That doesn't make sense. You guys can't hear me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. This is some real trial and error stuff here. Human error, and the human is me. I want you guys to let me know now. Can you hear me? Were you guys even getting the audio out of the microphone earlier? You can hear me. Okay. I don't know if this thing became unplugged or what, or if I was just talking into a microphone for no reason, because I don't know if I had my computer plugged into the sound card like I need it to be. All right. I think I got this now. Let me know. Go check it out at the end of the season. I'll circle back to this one. Tyler and Pomona. Did you hear that? Tyler and Pomona. Did you hear Tyler and Pomona? Trust me, this will pay off for you. All right, here we go. Go check it out at the end of the season. I'll circle back to this one. Tyler and Pomona. Tyler, you're on Clippers Talk with Adam Osm. What's up?
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you tonight? Not too bad, I hope.
I hate the way he says, not too bad, I hope. He's trying to set me up.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you tonight? Not too bad, I hope.
He's almost laughing here. Can you hear this? He's about to laugh because he thinks he's got something so funny with this prank call.
Not too bad, I hope.
Not too bad, I hope.
Not too bad, I hope. Not too bad, I hope.
I don't think he's being sincere at all.
Not too bad, I hope.
I mean, I knew this could happen. I was prepared for this.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? It's the Clippers. They will always clip.
Oh, God.
It's a Laker town, baby. Go Lakers!
Oh! This is just the worst. This is as stereotypical and unoriginal as Laker fans can be.
It's a Laker town, baby. Go Lakers!
He started to get faded out, I think, by Katie Newton on the board when she sensed it was a prank call. But I didn't want it to end. I wasn't done with Tyler. I got time today. Oh, he tried so hard. Wait, leave him. I don't want to take him down yet. Oh, Tyler, you coward. I was going to go back to you. Oh, that's just like a Laker fan to just back out of the room slowly there and run away. Weak. Look, if you're trolling on a night like this where the Celtics beat the Clippers, I think you're confused out there. See, the Boston Celtics, Tyler just proved something right there. This fool just proved something. Hold on. I need to hear that again. Just proved something. This fool, I mean, I was on the radio. I had to be nice. That's as kind as I could be. This fool, because I've been dealing with this stuff with Laker fans my entire life. Now you may say, but Adam, how long have you been a Clippers fan? Well, I grew up a Sacramento Kings fan. So this is classic Exhibit A Laker fan type of behavior. And it took everything for me to not say something worse than this fool last night. This fool just proved something. The Clippers are living rent-free in Lakers' heads more than their biggest rival, the Boston Celtics, are. This is what's happening here. They are more worried about the Clippers than the Boston Celtics. Because if anything, a true Laker fan should be upset that the Boston Celtics won tonight. But instead, what are they focused on? Tyler, what is a coward like you focused on? Okay, see, this is pretty good. He calls back in after I call him out. I'll give him some respect for that, even though he initially ran away after his, I don't know, level of humor is the refrigerator running, well, you better go catch it type of prank call. And as he's coming back on, I call him a coward straight up. I said it earlier. I'm standing on business. What is a coward like you focused on?
Well, first of all,
No. See, I don't like this. I've made my point. I have said that apparently on a night where the Clippers lost to what's supposed to be the Lakers' biggest rival, Tyler is more concerned about the Clippers. He's calling a Clippers show. And now he wants to dodge and deflect right away.
Well, first of all,
no.
You repeated that the Lakers are delusional. Laker fans are delusional because we request trades or we have trade ideas.
See, I think it was Jonathan Ing who said earlier last night in the chat that some of the trade ideas Clippers fans were bringing up sounded delusional like Laker fans. I read that. I agree with that. Some people were getting pretty wild saying LaMelo Ball, and it's like, how are they going to get LaMelo Ball right now? He's on a huge contract. They don't have the assets. And it was starting to sound almost like hashtag future Laker type stuff that Lakers fans would say. And obviously Clipper Nation is much better than that. So
why is it that Clipper fans always have the need to bring up Lakers in anything? Get over it. This is our town. This is it.
Apparently not. How can it be your town when you're worried about the Boston Celtics
17 championships
beating the Clippers?
17.
Then they just start screaming 17 championships beating the Clippers.
17.
17. I mean, I've been dealing with this stuff my entire life. Like this is all they do. So when somebody is acting this cocky and this entitled, so to speak, when somebody is almost acting like they're a member of the team that won those championships, like Tyler here, I had to call him out.
17. 17. You guys have none. You haven't even won a Western Conference championship
Tyler,
yet.
do you feel like you were on the court for one of those championships? Do you feel like you were actually out there? I sure was. You were actually out there.
I was popping champagne in the locker room, dude.
Hey, Tyler. Once again, Clippers living rent free. Clippers living rent free. Maybe we could pull him down when he's talking over me, Katie. The Clippers are living rent-free. They lost to your biggest rival, and the first thing you did was say Clippers get a clip. Instead of being upset that the Boston Celtics won tonight like a real Laker fan, you're more concerned about the Clippers and wanting to take a shot at them. Tyler, you're taking so many L's right now. You just proved something that we've been talking about for a long time. For some reason, these young Laker fans, they got the Clippers living rent-free on them more than the Boston Celtics, and it shows. Using the youngin slang there, taking L's, and it shows. There is something to this with the younger generation of Lakers fans. Maybe because they've grown up just watching the Clippers dominate the rivalry. Could anybody get to me on how many chat? Can we get our research department on this? I know we had a crack staff here. What is the record? Clippers over the Lakers since, 2013 or whatever, when things shifted. Have they won something like 36 of the last 46 games? Is it about that? I think it's somewhere in that range, like just complete domination. And if Laker fans didn't care about that, they wouldn't be calling in like this on a night the Clippers lost to the Boston Celtics. But clearly, it's a sore spot. The Clippers have been doing damage against them, and they don't like it. So if they're irrelevant, then why are you calling into a Clippers show on the night they lost to your biggest rival in the Boston Celtics? It's amazing to me.
17.
You keep going. See, Tyler, you can't answer the question. Tyler, you're proving my point. You can't answer the question. Dude. You can't. Why are you more worried about the Clippers than the Boston Celtics? Why are you more worried about the Clippers than the Boston Celtics? I think that's a fair question. Is that not a fair question? Why are you not? Why are you worried? He should be upset the Boston Celtics won. Like, when I don't like a team, I'm upset every night they win. I don't like the Lakers. I'm upset when they win. You can't. Why are you more worried about the Clippers than the Boston Celtics? Why are you more worried about the Clippers than the Boston Celtics? If it's all about rings, shouldn't you be worried about the team that has one on you? See, the guy who is screaming about 17 rings apparently doesn't care that Boston has 18 and they're ahead of them. And instead, he's gloating about the Clippers losing to Boston. What sense does this make? That has one on you, that has won 18. Shouldn't you be worried about them winning tonight and not the Clippers losing? Doesn't that make sense to you?
You both couldn't lose.
So, too bad you both couldn't lose means the Clippers are at the same level for them in terms of hate as the Boston Celtics? That's crazy. Doesn't that make sense to you?
You both couldn't lose. You both couldn't lose.
Tyler, but you're more worried about the Clippers. You care about the Clippers losing more than the Boston Celtics. Tyler, it's over, man. You just proved my point. It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Rent free. I don't know. How do you guys think I handled that situation? Because it hasn't come up very often on Clippers Talk. Thank goodness. And it probably shouldn't, because it just proves the point that Lakers fans care so much about the Clippers. As others have pointed out, maybe there's some insecurity going on there. I don't know. But why would they care more about the Clippers losing when the team they lost to is the Boston Celtics? They shouldn't be happy about that unless they care more about the Clippers than they have let on. Because they've always said Clippers don't matter, irrelevant. I guess they do. Tyler, I'm sorry. I appreciate the phone call, but I'm sorry. You thought you had this good troll job tonight. Oh, Lakers 17 championships, like every stereotypical Laker fan says. You thought you had something tonight. And instead you went out sad because you proved it. Apparently the Clippers own a lot of that space in your brain right now. Tyler, my guy. The struggle is real. I know the Clippers have beaten the Lakers, what, 46 or 36 out of the last 46 meetings or something like that. Apparently 32 of the last 39, Adam, you damn casual. The struggle is real. 46 out of the last 46 meetings or something like that. But you probably shouldn't show that you're that upset by it by rooting for the Celtics against the Clippers. You would root for the Boston Celtics before you'd root for the Clippers. Like, anyone who's taken on Boston, they should be rooting for. Anyone but Boston, right? F Boston, right? That's what they say. I watched Winning Time. Loved it. Should have got a season 3. But no. Apparently, the Clippers are taking up more headspace than the Boston Celtics with Laker fans. You probably shouldn't show that you're that upset by it by rooting for the Celtics against the Clippers. You would root for the Boston Celtics before you'd root for the Clippers. Boston's supposed to be your biggest rival. They got 18 championships. You're talking about 17. They got 1 on you. Shouldn't you be more worried about them? But instead, it's the Clippers on your mind. Sean in Inglewood, what's up, my friend? Like, I'm okay admitting that, yes, I'm out there rooting against the Lakers when they're playing ball games. We had a live stream in that Orlando game. I thought the Lakers are going to win. I got off the live. Like, obviously, the Lakers have the history. We have a reason to dislike the Los Angeles Lakers here in this town, for people like Tyler giving us reasons, for him saying, you know, little brother, 17 rings type stuff, you never won, for all those reasons, Lakers fans being annoying, and because they've been on top. But I'm not denying that. They're the ones always denying that the Clippers matter. Well, if they don't matter, why are you calling in a Clippers show the night they lose to the Boston Celtics, your arch rivals, and you're gloating about it? Huh. It sounds like the Laker fan doth protest too much. I guess they do matter. I think Tyler just proved it. And I think we've known this for some time. They hate the Clippers. So therefore, all this, oh, Clippers are irrelevant talk? No. They seem very relevant for Lakers fans. Let's cleanse the palate.
Ralph, we know the challenge that the Golden State Warriors are, but has this Clippers season kind of prepared them for something this daunting because they've been through so much already and they've already overcome the odds?
All I can think of really is you should call your girlfriend right now because you sound positively sexy.
Ralph, he has to have a girlfriend to do that. Oh, see, the best is he can't respond
Not
because
today,
he's got to
Brian.
save his voice.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I'm sorry, what was the question? Gets me every time. Oh, God bless Ralph Lawler. It was awesome hanging out with him doing that interview this summer. Check it out in the YouTube video side. It's a 2-parter. I think it's 1 hour and 47 minutes total. Big RR64 said he hates the Celtics more than the Lakers. Oh, this is a new one. What's going on there? Big RR64. Why is that? Lakers fans do seem very much obsessed with the Clippers at times. Stratos said, all of this is moot anyway because the Clippers didn't have Kawhi and Powell and Boston. Boston was whole and home. The Clippers are also still figuring out how to play with a new roster. So he wants to talk about the game more. Where the Celtics beat the Clippers, I'm still laughing about late.
This is the LA Clippers on.
So Celtics also haven't. Boston Celtics make it 6 straight wins. Rock said they're better than Philadelphia. This introduction from Tyler.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you tonight? Not too bad, I hope.
This gets me every time.
Not too bad, I hope. Not too bad, I hope.
The most insincere, not too bad, I hope, because he knows he's about to start screaming about 17 championships and the Lakers run the city.
Not too bad, I hope.
Yeah, I did get cooked hard. Ralph and Brian unloaded on me in my darkest hour. My voice had never been more thrashed. Right before game 1, 2019, first round series, Clippers taking on the Golden State Warriors, and this is what happens.
Ralph, we know the challenge that the Golden State Warriors are, but has this Clippers season kind of prepared them for something this daunting because they've been through so much already and they've already overcome the odds?
All I can think of really is you should call your girlfriend right now because you sound positively sexy.
Ralph, he has to have a girlfriend to do that. Oh, see, the best is he can't respond
Not
because
today,
he's got to
Brian.
save his voice.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Friends like these, huh? Yeah. Brian Sieman just sticking the knife in a little bit more there. But it was funny. That was pregame 2019, game 1. Clippers up at Oracle Arena taking on the Golden State Warriors. See, now I got all these options. This is not AI. I wish it was in some ways. My voice.
Ralph, we know the challenge that the Golden
Ralph,
State
we know.
Warriors are, but has this Clippers season kind of prepared them for
I had the mic cranked so loud too. That was me talking quietly. 'Cause I don't know if I blew out a vocal cord or what happened. Just illness. 2019 was. Did I have the Rona at this time?
Ralph, we know the challenge
Back
that the
in. So what is this? April? I don't know what was going on. Do you guys need to hear the promo, the Bob Schmidt AI promo, since you guys are bringing it up? See, now when I'm here, I can really do the show. Like I can do a real radio show because I have all the equipment. So I don't know. I'm kind of liking this. Maybe I'll stop working from home and just doing shows here. Oh, wait a second. I thought that was going to work now. I had it up. All right. Give me 2 seconds. This is the promo from Bob Schmidt. It is one of the coolest things for this very YouTube channel.
Are you a Clippers Talk subscriber?
From day one, baby.
Not only does Adam go live after every Clippers game to take your calls and reaction,
Never miss one.
but even on off days, Adam does episodes at a volume that nobody needs.
Like today.
Tuesday morning while you're working,
Here I am, Clips fans.
he's potting. Sunday on the Lord's Day,
I'm out here worshiping Norm's true shooting.
potting. A holiday you're spending with friends and loved ones,
I'm so
Thursday.
lonely.
he's potting. Subscribe at Clippers Talk on YouTube today.
Please help me.
Okay, let's compare AI Adam to me on this
So
microphone.
lonely.
He's potting.
Let's see.
I'm so lonely.
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 Please help me.
AI Adam.
Please help me. Please help me. Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me. It's too good. I can't beat AI Adam. It's concerning. I don't know what kind of devious stuff Bob Smith's going to use.
Please help me.
Please help me. I mean, that's identical. Even I can't differentiate it.
Please help me.
One more time.
Are you a Clippers Talk subscriber?
From day one, baby.
Not only does Adam go live after every Clippers game to take your calls and reaction,
Never miss one.
but even on off days, Adam does episodes at a volume.
Hold up. Record scratch. Bastian Schweinsteiger is in here. The man who said the Clippers were going to cook the Boston Celtics yesterday. Hey, Bastian, you going to apologize for that one? How do you feel? I don't think you helped our chances. I'm not saying Jason Tatum heard all that disrespect you had for the Boston Celtics, but if you guys check out the pregame show, we did yesterday with JD or JMI 1324, the preview of the Clippers versus Boston Celtics. Sebastian Schweinsteiger was in here talking all this crap about Boston, saying how the Clippers were going to own them. Boston's fraudulent. Jaylen Brown sucks. So I said the next time he came in, he was getting a straight up timeout, but I'm giving him an opportunity. Bastion, I don't forget. Here's the thing. They were contesting shots. I'm going to show you guys something here. I said during the game, I do not want to hear from people saying the Clippers were not contesting shots. Here is the proof. I'll show it to you guys right here. I'll pull this up for you. This was not about them not contesting shots yesterday in Boston at all. Does this look like a bunch of uncontested shots here? Look at Kristaps Porzingis. Derek Jones Jr. on him. 26 feet out. Look at Jason Tatum. Same spot. Look at James Harden closing out on Pritchard. Look at these closeouts. Look at James Harden here on Derek White on the left wing. You cannot tell me this is all from the first half, that they weren't contesting shots. I'm not hearing that nonsense. Look at the Batum. Hand up, Derek White. Kevin Porter Jr. Hand up, Pritchard. Look at Derek Jones Jr. Derek White is almost 30 feet out here. Look at Chris Dunn on this closeout. Are you kidding me? Drew Holiday over Big Zoo. I'm not hearing that the Clippers just let them take a bunch of wide open threes. I would say 80% of them were well contested in this ball game of the 22 Boston made. So, Bastion, it is time for your timeout, because you said all that trash talk towards the Boston Celtics, and look what happened. Yeah, Rock said crime scene photos. They weren't in the first half. I just showed you pictures, evidence. See, this is why you can't rely on people's memories. This is why. Yes, on one of them, Terrence Mann had a bad closeout on Pritchard. The majority was all good defense by the Clippers. Jonathan A. agrees. 80-20 split on contests. And we're talking about contesting shots, guys, that were well beyond the arc, and the Clippers still contested them. So now I can scream as loud as I want. I'm not in the apartment building. They can't do anything to me. There are benefits and advantages here of not doing the show from home. I'm not that far from work. I'm like 5 minutes. Yeah, even 2K. NBA 2K doesn't let you get that hot. They hit their first 6 shots of the second quarter. Here, I can put another stake through the heart or through the brain of a bad argument like Bastion Schweinsteiger is making. So, the Boston Celtics in the first quarter. He's talking about, oh, they weren't contested in the first half. The Boston Celtics in the first quarter started 1 for 11 from 3. The same defense that was played in the first quarter by the Clippers was played in the second quarter, and the Boston Celtics started 9 for 11 from 3. There was no difference in the way they were defending those shots. That's why you just know sometimes it's out of your control when it comes to the hot shooting in today's league. I think Michael Jordan in the 90s, we done with the 90s, had to deal with stuff like this? Hell no. It's way tougher to defend guys than it ever has been. Big RR64 said, I don't see any team beating the Celtics this year. Maybe the Nuggets if Murray can stay healthy. I do think the Nuggets match up decently against them, only because Boston doesn't have anybody for Jokic. Nobody does, but they don't even have Robert Williams anymore. Stratos said Boston just shoots with confidence with guys in their face because it's their strategy. They don't get flustered easily. No, they don't. Ray said, what's up, my brother? We were never in Boston. That was a matrix.
Rock said also shows how important Coffee's breakout shooting and Norm Powell's breakout overall shooting is for a game like this. We only hit 7 threes. Yeah, the Clippers couldn't. You're not going to be able to hang with Boston, but they couldn't even hit 14 threes just to stay close. Jonathan Ing said also, Bastian Schweinsteiger, any open three the Celtics got was because they got the Clippers in rotation off drive and kick plays, and the Clippers had defensive miscommunications. Rock said, no Norm and Coffee off game. We couldn't get the shots up to keep up at all. It was not due to a lack of effort. This is what I'm talking about. And Coach Lou talked about that post game. He was proud of them chipping away. They got it down to 15 after being down 29 at the half. Rock said they made 4 fewer than we even attempted. It's a different universe going up against the Boston Celtics, a team that takes 53s. It's like they're playing a team. It's like 2 eras colliding in the same damn era. They're both playing a game November 25th of 2024, but one team is taking 51 three-pointers. Almost twice as many as the Clippers. Big RR64 said you can lose to any team if they have a hot shooting night in the NBA, which wasn't the case, 20 years ago. Now everybody's playing the analytics. It levels the playing field to some degree. Boston is the ultimate challenge because they have the guys to do it and play 5 out. Ray said, anything new on Norm? Not that we need him for the matchup against the Washington Wizards, but I'd love to see him pop off against the Timberwolves. Let me see if there's anything from Law Murray of The Athletic here. I put together those screenshots just in case there was somebody as off as Sebastian Schweinsteiger. At least Washington's going to be on a back-to-back tomorrow. I knew some people would say, oh, they were just open threes. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. The video, the pictures, and the Sport VU cameras will not tell you there were a bunch of open three-pointers out there. The Clippers played well, and they still got nuked. It happens. Absent said, hopefully Coffee gets out of his slump soon. He's shooting 41, 31, 90 over his last 8 games. There was going to be some regression, guys. Ray said, and sorry if it's been answered, I'm in the jungle in Pally this week. Big R64 said, I think the three-pointers are hurting the game, probably why the ratings are down. Ratings are down because there's far more options than ever. That's the big reason why ratings are down across the board for pretty much everyone. Rock said, I kind of like us being an old school grit and grind team, though. But yeah, for that matchup, we would need to switch up the style next time to hopefully have a chance. They need Kawhi. They need Norm. Norm's upgraded to questionable. Big RR64. There were like 2 plays. 2 plays didn't lose them the game, Bastion, where they didn't get back in transition. Stop it. You're back in timeout. You've been completely wrong. You continue to be wrong. If you're not going to own it, then you're going to be put in timeout. Until you apologize for having such a bad take of the Clippers destroying Boston, which you were talking all that junk, until you apologize for that, until you man up about it, you out. That's how we do things here. MKXLNT said, pro move, vacation during a road trip. Jonathan Ing said, Joey Lynn mentioned Norm getting upgraded to questionable. That was from Joey Lynn. All right. Let's talk about these Washington Wizards a little bit. While they are playing a game against Chicago currently, let's see where they rank. Because, it's the polar opposite of taking on the Boston Celtics. When I'm looking for stuff with the Boston Celtics, it's trying to find any weaknesses. When I'm going through all the numbers. When I'm looking at the numbers for the Washington Wizards, I'm trying to see where their strengths could be. Very different type of opponent. Ray said people don't watch cable TV anymore. NBA ratings will go up once the new streaming deals are in place. Jonathan Ing said, gotta cite my sources. People laughing. Sebastian Schweinsteiger you don't get to talk that much and then not apologize for being wrong. That doesn't fly here. Like, let the apology be as loud as the disrespect was. You don't disrespect your opponent in the Boston Celtics like that. You don't act like a team just lucked into winning a championship. That stuff's crazy. Oscar Burroughs said, what does AI Adam think of that take?
Today.
Please help me.
That's what it was like. Boston taking all those threes and the Clippers.
Please help me.
Yeah. Tough. They better get the dub against the Wizards. They need to. Wizards' strength is making the NBA lottery. I'm telling you, do not disrespect your opponent. I don't care that the Wizards are currently 2-13. I don't. The Clippers lost to the 7-11 Portland Trailblazers. You're going to see again, I think, next week. Don't overlook anyone. You can't. So let's talk about this Washington Wizards crew and try to find where they are somewhat serviceable, capable. So they have the second to last offensive rating. Now, the Clippers, they're 22nd. So they're bottom 10 offense. But the Wizards, they're 29th. Only Portland is worse than them on offense. Defensively, I expect them to be down there too. They are the worst defense in the league. Washington Wizards are ranked 30th. What about pace of play? They're 4th. There's a contrasting style there. That can be a little bit concerning. Because if they get the Clippers playing at their pace, where the Clippers are 19th in pace, if they get the Clippers playing at their tempo, that could be in their favor. We can't let that happen. The Clippers have to impose their will. What about rebounding? Clippers are 3rd in rebounding percentage. That is something I was completely wrong about. And we're almost 20 games in. Therefore, 10-second timeout. See, Bastian Schweinsteiger, you got to own it when you're wrong, man. I do it to myself on this show all the time. So, Clippers 3rd in rebounding percentage. Washington, they're bad there too. They're 27th. What about defensive rebounding? Clippers 1st. Never would have thought that. Where are the Washington Wizards when it comes to defensive rebounding? They are 25th. They're bad. Trying to find areas where they are proficient. Offensive rebounding. Clippers are 12th. Where are the Washington Wizards? They're 24th. It is getting difficult to try to find where they can excel in this Washington Wizards team. All right, more traditional stats. 3-point shooting. Does Washington get up a lot of threes? I'm not expecting anything like the Boston Celtics, but they do get up more than the Clippers. They attempt 36.5 threes per game. The Clippers, 26th. They attempt 33.2. Washington, 16th. Clippers, 26th when it comes to three-pointers attempted. So, three-point percentage. Clippers, 13th at 36.8% from distance. The Wizards are 25th at 32.8. Now, people always say, well, be careful. You're going to jinx it. Well, it hasn't happened against some bad teams recently. Philly, I talked about how bad they were three-point shooting-wise. They stayed there against the Clippers. They were even worse. Same happened with Orlando. So hopefully the Washington Wizards play to their percentages from beyond the arc. 32.8% is where they're at. Now, let's see. Are they better than the Clippers when it comes to turnovers? Likely. Maybe not. Yes. Clippers 27th, turning the basketball over 16.8 times per game. The Washington Wizards 21st, 15.9 times per game. Okay, they're better than the Clippers there. Free throws attempted per game. Where are we at? Clippers are 18th at 22 attempted at the charity stripe per game. Wizards below them, 24th at 20.9 free throws attempted per game. They're shooting 77.7% from the free throw line. The Clippers, 77.3%. So Washington a little bit better with their free throw percentage. Now, what about opponent three-point shooting? This is big. I'm guessing teams are hitting threes on the Washington Wizards for them to have the worst defense in the league. Let's see. What are teams shooting against Washington? You know what? They're only 22nd there. Teams are shooting 36.9% from the outside against them. Against the Clippers, teams are only shooting 34.1% from three, even after the game against Boston. That is the third best. If you want to look at that as perimeter defense, the Clippers have been elite there. That is very, very encouraging and good to see. What about how many turnovers you get on the opposition per game? Clippers, they're getting 14.1. The Washington Wizards, they are getting just 12.7 turnovers per game. So not getting a lot of steals, not generating a lot of turnovers out there. Now I like to look at points in the paint. The Clippers have slowly been dropping there, but they just put up almost 60 points in the paint against Boston. So they're now 11th in points in the paint per game. Clippers scoring 49.7 points per game in the paint. The Washington Wizards, they are at, where are they at? No, they're not too far below the Clippers. They're 14th, 48.8 points in the paint per game. What about opponent points in the paint? I'm guessing Washington must be really bad there because they weren't as bad as I thought they'd be with opponent three-point percentage. So let's see here. You know what? They're 21st. They give up 50.5 points in the paint per game. Clippers are 12th. They give up 46.1 points in the paint per game. What about transition points? Could Washington, a team that plays at a fast pace, you would expect them to be better there? You would expect. They're 15th, middle of the pack. So they are. They're actually right in front of the Clippers. The Clippers are 16th in transition points, fast break points. Washington's 15th at 15.7 fast break points per game. Clippers at 15.3. They are 16th. What about opponent transition points, where the Clippers struggle because they turn the ball over a lot? Typically, that leads to fast break points. So Washington is 21st in that area. They're giving up 16.3 fast break points per game to the opposition. The Clippers, 23rd. A couple spots below them, 16.6 points per game in opponents' fast break points per game. What about 2-point percentage? The Clippers aren't great there. I need team 2-point percentage. All right, here we go. The Clippers are 21st. This is interesting. They're shooting 52.4% on twos. They're 21st in the league. Right behind them, 22nd, Washington Wizards, 52.3% on twos. So they're not great there either, hence them being second to last offensively. Not a lot of places you could look and say this Washington Wizards team should scare you, but that's not the mindset you want to have, okay? You want to go into the game and play just as hard like you're going up against the Boston Celtics again. Rock said, sack game we rode with Porter Jr., the hot hands in the fourth. Yes, they did. He had 12 points in that fourth quarter. ST said, AI Adam sounds like he's in a lot of pain.
Please help me. Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me.
Sounds the same. X-Mongo Project said, we should win with a huge lead to compensate for yesterday's score to get back up with our defensive rating. You know what's crazy? Their defensive rating didn't move after yesterday's game. It stayed fifth best defensive rating in the league. Now, something may change by the end of tonight. Obviously, some of those numbers for the Washington Wizards could change because they are playing currently. I'll update you on their score in a little bit. But the Clippers stayed fifth in defensive rating even after getting annihilated from three by the Boston Celtics.
Please help me.
Rock said, can't see them falling into a trap game after losing to the Celtics how they did. I like that thought. Smart. Jonathan Ing said, I'll get this out of the way so we don't have to deal with this nonsense the rest of the way. Kyle Kuzma audition game. Oh.
Please help me. Please help me. Please help me. Please help me.
Oh, AI Adam knows how I'm feeling right now. Jonathan Ing said he'll put himself in timeout. Here's what's funny.
Please help me.
They go into that game against Jeremy Grant, against Portland. Everybody's talking about trading for Jeremy Grant. I said the first rule of Clippers talk is no Jeremy Grant trade talk. Second rule, no John Collins. Third rule, no Kyle Kuzma. But what happened is Jeremy Grant went like 3 for 13 in that game, even though Portland won, and everybody shut up. Nobody said anything. He had one bad game. It was against the Clippers, and nobody has talked about him since being a trade target. The same thing happened with John Collins against Utah. He didn't have a good game, and Clipper Nation stopped talking about him. If he had gone for 30, if Jeremy Grant had 35, then they'd be talking about him still. It's amazing. Guys, it's just one game. You can't just go off one game. If you feel that they should trade for either of those two players, it shouldn't change your mind. One bad game against the Clippers, that's crazy. Stand on it. Big RR64 said they will lose to the Wizards if they take them too lightly. Can't take nothing for granted this season. We need every win. Yep. Jay said Wizards did way better than us against the Celtics in their NBA Cup game, so for sure can't overlook them. They almost beat the Celtics. Absent said, I like Kobe Brown's passing skills. Bastion said he's ready to apologize. I'm ready to hear it. Big RR64 said, Bastion, you're forgiven, brother. We still love you. This is why we have rules here. Because when I give people timeouts, they come back refreshed, renewed, with a more realistic state of mind. It always works. It's like a little cattle prod. Just timeout, 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 timeout. I get the change in behavior that I'm looking for. Bastion, you are forgiven.
Please help me.
Not by AI Adam, but by real Adam. You're wrong about Boston. It's okay. Just let that be a lesson. Ex-Mongo Project said, oh no, they're going to have one of those fluky shooting streaks against us like always, aren't they? I just pointed that out. Like always has not been happening at all. The Clippers are not having teams, aside from Boston, but that's not even fluky what they did. That's normal. It's a little above normal. It's about 6% above normal from what they normally shoot, but still, they take 53s. It's not crazy what they did last night. They had a game this season hitting 29 and tying the NBA record. Remember, multiple times this season, the Clippers have actually got fluky shooting back in their favor over the last 10 games or so. Teams have been worse, like Orlando, one of the worst three-point shooting teams. They stayed there against the Clippers. Philadelphia stayed there against the Clippers. They were even worse against them. The three-point shooting held up. Wait, does Bastion Schweinsteiger need to apologize to AI Adam too?
Please help me.
I need a new one.
Episodes at working.
Here I am, Clips fans.
He's potting. Sunday on the Lord's Day.
I'm out here worshiping Norm's true shooting.
Potting. A holiday you're spending with friends and loved ones.
I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely.
That's a nice little clip right there. See, I could just...
I'm so lonely.
Can't let Jordan Poole get hot. Kuzma playing well right now. All right, let's check out what the Wizards are doing here. Let's see here. They're taking on the Chicago Bulls. I know they were leading early on. Oh, they're down. They're down 61-47. The Wizards are 2-13 for a reason, yes. But you can't take them lightly. Let's see. They got Alex Sarr in the draft. He's got 10 points so far. Kuzma's got 15. And it's not... Oh, it just went to half. So Kuzma's got 15 points of the half. What has Kyle Kuzma been doing lately? I am not bringing this up so you guys can talk about trades. But it is an open forum, so I guess shame on me. If you do want to talk about trades, we can let that happen here. Just give me your most realistic trade for Kyle Kuzma. Give it to me. Give it to me. I want to hear it. I want to take the pain. I want to take the pain right now because I'm lonely in this room.
I'm so lonely.
And
please help me.
Yeah, I do need help. Asking for this right now means I need help. Guys, give it to me. I know you want to say it. You're not going to get a timeout. This is not a trick. I'm not pranking you, trolling you, anything like that. I'm asking for Kyle Kuzma trades. The most realistic Kyle Kuzma trade you can figure out. that the Wizards and former GM of the Clippers, Michael Winger, would accept.
Please help me.
Help me. What do you got? I want to get it out of the way now. So Kyle Kuzma, last game against Boston that they almost won, losing by 12. He had 21 points. Before that, 11, 22, 24, 10, 18, 25, 14, 12. So the numbers aren't great. He's shooting 43% from the field, under 30% from the outside so far this season, while getting 17 points per game. The efficiency is down. He's on a bad team. Last season, he averaged 22 points per game while shooting 46% from the field and 33% from three. That's the thing about Kyle Kuzma. You got to remember, he's only a 33%, make it 34% career three-point shooter. Would he get more open looks, though, on the Clippers? Yes. But even when he was on the Lakers, playing with LeBron, the best he ever shot was 36%, league average. So I think some people are, I don't know, a little bit misinformed on Kyle Kuzma and just who he is as a player. I like Kyle Kuzma. If they could get him, realistically, is this a realistic trade for Kyle Kuzma? Oscar says, I would rather the Clippers trade away PJ Tucker to give room for the kids to be on the roster. I love Bones, but I can see the Clippers would move on from him too.
Please help me.
Please help me with the phrasing there. You guys got nothing. You can't think of one realistic trade for Kyle Kuzma. Wow. See, this wouldn't work, though.
Please help me.
They don't make enough. That's not, you're going to have to throw in salary. Kyle Kuzma is making, I think, around $20 million per season. He just got a 4-year, $90 million contract. He's making over $20 million per year, I think. Is that right? He's getting $23 million this year, $21 million next year, $19 million the year after that. So it de-escalates? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Please help me.
Renee said Terrence, Bones, PJ, and a second-round pick. They can get more than that.
Please help me.
Why would they do that? They can get more. Rock said, can Man be dealt in combination with someone else, or his extension make it he has to be traded solo? No, he can be dealt. Bastion said, I apologize for telling hard truths. We were flat for 2 quarters, and they ran up the score. He just wants to be put back in timeout. Realistic part, yes.
Please help me.
Bastion is flirting with a block. He is. I didn't want that to be like this, but it may have to be. Like, this is something where, I mean, Brian and Ralph Lawler are laughing at you.
Can't respond
Not
because
today,
he's got to
Brian.
save his voice.
See, now I can use this. You want Brian Sieman and Ralph Lawler laughing at you? People are grading Kyle Kuzma like the Lakers are grading THT. No, they're not. No, they're not. I wouldn't go that far, Oscar. He's good. I don't even think he's overpaid because he's a good defender. Matumbo, Sebastian. Bastion, why, brother? Bastion went Conor McGregor. I want to apologize for absolutely nothing. People are laughing at the soundbite I have here. This is gold. Do you want to be laughed at by Brian Sieman and Ralph Lawler? Because that's what's happening to you right now, Bastion. Yeah, Jonathan Ng pointing out the obvious. Kuzma is a way better player than THT. Rock said, well, if he can be traded with other players, then yeah, he can be. He can be. There's no restrictions. If you're under the first apron, there's no restriction with matching salary for salary. They can trade Terrence Mann with other players. I would do PJ and Mann, but I would want seconds back. The Wiz are not giving you that. Why would they give up Kyle Kuzma and a second for PJ's expiring? You think that's worth it for them? They could get a lot more. They're not giving up Kyle. Guys, Kyle Kuzma is good. They don't have to give him up. He is an asset for them. He helps them now. He's still young. They can trade him. I said realistic trades. They can trade him for something better. Jay said, here we go again. You guys sound like Tyler. No, Kuzma, stop. Please. It irks me every time. Just stop. Man over Kuzma, I don't care. I'm staying on this hill. Okay. Like, the Wizards are going to give the Clippers seconds back? There's no chance. My man, there is no chance. Yes, Wizards would want a first or a second themselves to get Kuzma. Again, here's what you guys are missing. They aren't limited to trading Kyle Kuzma to the Clippers. Other teams can come in with offers. They can offer much more. Guys, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Please help me. Please help me.
The Wizards don't have to trade him. They don't see him as needing to be traded. And if they did, if they said, hey, he's available, guess what? They're getting way better offers than what I'm seeing in here. So get it out of your system now. Get all these bad offers out now. Because tomorrow, if Kyle Kuzma goes for 20 and you guys are like, we got to get him, well, I'm not seeing any realistic offers to get him. Something viable that would actually land Kyle Kuzma.
Please help me.
Please help me. Please help me, guys. Oh, this is painful. All I wanted was one realistic offer for Kyle Kuzma. And we couldn't do it. It's a shame. It really is. All right. Well, I suppose it's time for me to get off because wording, Adam. There's got to be a better way to say that. For me to get off this podcast because we're recording a Clips and Dip coming up. That should be out, I don't know, in an hour and a half from now. Rock said, I get that and would rather stay away from him. Don't see the value of him being focused back in LA. I could see a solid offer from another team. Okay. That's very reasonable. Absent said, will Jordan Miller have a roster spot by the end of this season? I think there's a good chance. I would lean towards yes. Ex-Mongo Project said, Washington might also probably would. What is with the phrasing here?
Please help me.
Washington might also probably would PJ Tucker us with Poole's contract in a Kuzma trade. You're being laughed at. Did a cat fall on your keyboard? Big RR64 said, for what we would have to give up to get him, he's not worth it. That's probably the appropriate response. Ray said, I used the ESPN trade machine. Had to send PJ, Bones, Kobe, and Coffee to make the trade work. And they'd probably still laugh at that trade. I don't think Washington would do that. Bastion Schweinsteiger said, have mercy. Have an apology, and I'll have mercy. MKXLNT said, everyone in here hating the Lakers had better show up for the game January 19th. Defend against the Horde. Black Friday deals, no excuses. Defend against this guy.
Not too bad, I hope.
He was lying.
Not too bad, I hope.
Tyler was lying. Tyler, you're on Clippers Talk with Adam Osland. What's up?
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you tonight? Not too bad, I hope.
Buddy?
How are you tonight?
How are you tonight? He didn't mean any of this stuff.
What's up, buddy? How are you? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy?
I should have known it was over when he called me buddy. Whose buddy is he?
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy?
Oh, Tyler. What dip do we have for Clips and Dip? We only do that during the offseason. Ray will be there against the Lakers. Rock said, I don't think ESPN or Fanspo have the man trade eligibility updated. Tyler's no friend of ours.
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Not too bad, I hope.
Not too bad, I hope.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you tonight? Not too bad, I hope.
He doesn't even let me respond to how are you tonight. He goes right into it.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you tonight? Not too bad, I hope.
Not too bad, I hope. As he's getting ready. Trying to butter me up before he sticks the knife in.
But what do you expect? It's the Clippers. They will always clip. It's a Laker town, baby. Go Laker!
Oh, God. Oh, he tried so hard. Wait, leave him. Leave him. I don't want to take him down yet. Tyler, you coward. I was going to go back to Boston Celtics won tonight. But instead, what are they focused on? Listen to me call out Tyler like this while he's on the line. What is a coward like you focused on?
Well, first of all,
they always try to deflect and pivot and go somewhere else with it. Oh, X Mongo Project did have a cat on his keyboard. Okay, that's pretty funny. I don't know, guys. I might have to be doing more shows from here. I like all the sound capabilities I have. We're fully operational. Bastion says we can't offer Bones or Terrence in a trade. It's time for them to become family men. I think both those guys, I may talk about this soon, but I mean, I've kind of already talked about it. I'm open to Terrence Mann moves, and you know how much I love Terrence Mann. I'm open to anybody being moved on this roster. I mean, I don't want to see it happen right now, but I think what I should say is I think we all have to be open that anyone is movable. Not anyone is attainable by the Clippers, but anyone is tradable right now. That's the deal. All right. I got to go. I got to record. Yeah. Soundboard is my Death Star. We are fully operational. Do you guys want to hear this one more time on the way out? I'll give you the whole clip. I know you love it.
Ralph, we know the challenge that the Golden State Warriors are, but has this Clippers season kind of prepared them for something this daunting because they've been through so much already and they've already overcome the odds?
All I can think of really is you should call your girlfriend right now because you sound positively sexy.
Ralph, he has to have a girlfriend to do that. Oh, see, the best is he can't respond because
today,
he's got to
Brian.
save his voice.
I'm sorry, what was the question?